Hey folks, my name is Joey. I'm a crafter, 3D printer, and a collector of model trains, and I'm going to show you how I build a variety of different things. Before I could start priming and painting this, I glued the two pieces together, and I knew there was going to be a seam. And I also had to fix the hood of the Batmobile, or at least the air intake. So I used this stuff called Squadron Putty. It is a filler putty that can be used on plastic models and 3D prints. It is great. The only issue that I had was that the front of the car did not print out the way I wanted it to. It came with a bunch of layer shifts, but it was still salvageable because I still had to use the Squadron Putty anyway to merge the two pieces together and make it look seamless. So I decided to smooth it out with the Squadron Putty. I'm still sanding longer than I ever been. After I sanded the model, I decided to fill some of the spots that needed to be refilled with the Squadron Putty. I'm still sanding after all this time. I'm still sanding. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now here's what the model looked like with the Squadron Putty on it before I used the filler primer. Then I took one of my old filament boxes that my 3D printer filament came in and drilled a hole with it the size of the afterburner and used that drill bit as a stand post so I could spray paint on. Then I sprayed it on with Rust-Oleum's filler primer. I then sprayed it with chrome because I wanted the afterburner to be that color, and I wanted it to be a base color for the black, to be an undercoat for the black to make it look a little more shinier. Then I spray painted the whole model gloss black. Then next I 3D printed the seats. Batman and Robin's seat. Then what I did was I had this ribbon that I bought at the dollar store that's black. That is mesh. I cut it to the shape of the grill. And when it came to the wheels, I decided I didn't want to take apart the car that I bought for two reasons. One, it was very hard to get the wheels off. I don't want to try any harder. And two, I realized I would be ruining a really nice car. So I decided to design my own. This is what they look like. I then glued Batman and Robin's seat in and took hot glue and put it in the afterburner to make fire. And painted the flame orange and decided to glue on the wheels because my whole placement for the wheels were not in the right spot and they wouldn't spin properly and they wouldn't hit the floor. And this project is mostly finished except for the window. As you could tell, it's not as clear as I wanted it. So I will eventually build myself a vacuum forming machine and vacuum form my own window. But until then, this is done for now. I'm going to give you a quick explanation of what vacuum forming is. It's when you heat up plastic, a thermoforming plastic, and then put it down on a mold and immediately turn on a vacuum, which then forms it to the shape of the mold. If you want to see more about this process, you could click the link in the description below or in the top right corner. This is the channel Maker's Muse explaining what vacuum forming is and him actually using an actual vacuum forming machine. In another video, I might make Batman and Robin. Thank you for watching and please like and subscribe.